Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and it's the daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here, we are in motion, we do this thing. Taking off left lane, no coasting. It's the DG show, baby, all up in your area. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. What's good? What you know now. Now check it right. Tonight on the DG show, right here, live and direct, we are talking about cutting them off after you get on your feet. Cutting them off after you get on your feet. Yeah, it was all good when we was all broke, but now you come around and you don't want no smoke. What? You don't come around no more. We ain't good enough for you no more. I see you on tour. Yeah. Is it a real thing? Do you think that you the man, the woman now, king and queen? Yeah, we're all up on the scene. You act like all brand new, you know what I mean? Got a couple of dollars and now you can't holler. I ain't asked you to borrow nothing, but I used to give you something and you don't want to pay back. Maybe you pay back, but that was your payout, no doubt, because you're all out. You ain't coming back no more. That shit is kind of whack and I'm ready for war. Maybe I'll just let it go. And I'm going to tell you so. So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Emism show. We are talking about cutting them off after you get back on your feet. So sometimes there's a situation where people, when they're down on their luck, they hang around with other people who are down on their luck or people that can help them get back where they need to be. Get where they need to be. As soon as they get where they need to be, where they want to be, whatever, as soon as they get their little break, whatever that break may be, then they break. They be out. Yeah, all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. T. Carey Wright is all up in the house. Yeah, tonight it's good to see you out. YS Books, thanks for coming through. YS Books, good to see you. It's always a good look. And Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? And my big sis, Robin Ming, always here to do her thing. All right, so this is what we're going to do, y'all. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily. The Daily Go Get 'Emism show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R's. The Daily Go Get 'Emism show all up in your area, and it's all good. It's about to be lovely. Yeah. Now listen. Y'all know how it goes. A lot of people have been here, and it's a hurtful situation, and it's a situation that many of us are all too familiar with. When you help somebody when they are down, when they are out, when they are hurting, when they are broke, when they are lonely, when they don't have nothing going on, when their self-esteem is sub-zero, when all resources seem to have dried up for them financially, emotionally, and maybe even physically. You know, because some people were very, very sick, and people helped them out when they were very, very sick. And as soon as they got back well, as soon as the good Lord blessed them and they got back, you know, healthy and strong and all of that, they used that strength to be out. Be out of here. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to talk about tonight is whether there can be a situation where that's appropriate. You know, maybe when you were down and out, it was in the company of people who were not necessarily down and out, but they may have been unscrupulous. They may have been the criminal element. They may have just been slimy people that you would otherwise not really hang around, but because the circumstances warranted, you had to be there. You had to be there. Because you didn't have enough money, resources to be able to be anywhere else. So you had to ride it out with those folks. Now, you can't say that they were wrong for helping you out. And whatever they were doing, they still broke bread with you. They still kept it tall with you. They still looked out for you. They still, you know what I'm saying? They literally, they literally and figuratively put money on your books when nobody else was giving you a look. Do you understand? And in a normal circumstance, that's a time in your life where you build bonds with somebody. And those are normally the people that you never forget in a positive way. Like, yo, when I didn't have nothing, when I didn't believe in myself, when everybody turned their back on me, when I was broke, when I was destitute, when I was homeless, when I ain't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of, and a friend to talk about it to, you were there. You know, you gave me what little you had because you were struggling at the same time. You know, that's normally what we like to hear about a situation like that, but it doesn't always play out that way. Some people get back right, get back on their feet, suffer a windfall, not a downfall, but a windfall, get a bunch of money, maybe get paid off a case, an inheritance, or they just bust their ass, got their shit together, and balanced their scales out, and they found a way to win. Now they found another win. They found a way to win, and now they done gone Hollywood on you. They done gone straight Hollywood on you. They ain't trying to. Yeah, I'm saying they ain't trying to. They ain't trying to look out for your cookout. They ain't trying to stake out on your takeout. No. So that's a situation where, of course, if you're on the receiving end of somebody that's getting brand new because they're able to afford things that are brand new, you're gonna feel some kind of way about it. That's not the way to be. That's not a person. That's not the way that a person with integrity conducts themselves. And of course, you're gonna feel betrayed because of that. Like, so let me get this straight. I looked out for you and helped you out. Basically, I babied you at a time when nobody was there for you, not even your own fam. Your family left you out there to fend for yourself. But I didn't do that. I took you under my wing. I let you sleep on my couch. Or I put you down the basement. People will put you in their basement. Like I got the basement fixed up. You know what I'm saying? Good thing for you. Got a bed down the basement. Futon, couch bed, straight up bed. You never know. But anyway, they made accommodations for you because they believed in you, and they may have believed in you at a time when you didn't believe in yourself. Maybe you even helped them go to school, learn a trade. You help build up the confidence. But all of a sudden, when they got theirs, they looked for the first reason to drop you off at the stoplight on their road to success. They said, listen, I got to put you out of this car. So at this stoplight, before I get on this turnpike highway to heaven, drop you off right here. I'm going to holler back at you. And you looking like, you serious? And they like, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I know, I mean, I appreciate everything you did for me and everything, but to be honest with you, if it wasn't for the fact that I was in the place where I was, I wouldn't have really messed with nobody like you. I mean, they pretty much are kicking it to you like that. Like, all of a sudden, you ain't pretty enough or handsome enough, or now all of a sudden the roaches at your crib are a problem, or your level of hygiene and your intelligence level. All of a sudden the lisp that you spoke with, or the way that you enunciated your words and all that shit starts to come into question. Like, but I bet you was intelligent as fuck when you was cutting checks, when you was going to the grocery store, supermarket on the East Coast. When you was going to the market and making sure that you brought home the good goods, it was all good, wasn't it? Nice. Now they able to afford groceries without even buying no food stamps. They don't need to purchase food stamps. They living good right now. And they may not even be doing all that good. You know what I'm saying? You know, cat could be making $45,000. And that's a hell of a salary when you was making zero. And that's a hell of a salary when you might have been making 20,000, 25,000. You adding like double yourself. You've doubled your income. It's going to seem like a lot until you actually get it. You realize like, yo, this is not a lot of money at all. But see, now your tax bracket has increased and your level of expectations has leveled up. It's gotten higher than things that you was used to before. They ain't good enough for you no more. I did you understand? Carol Chamber, let me favorita is all up in the house. How you feeling? It's always great to see ya. And the beauty I could not see, Cherry. The good things about you don't vary. It's a good thing. Thanks that you came through. And my brother Ansel Jones is coming through too. It's good to see you, my brother. It's good to see you always like no other. So that's what we talk about tonight. What y'all think? You know what I mean? Cutting them off after you get on your feet. I don't know about y'all, but I've known people who verbalized wanting to do that. Like, as soon as I get this money, I'm not fucking with these cats no more. I've heard people say it. You know, like, I'm thinking, well, why you fucking with them now? Well, I'm saying right now, you know, it is what it is. We all in the same gang and all of that. But you best believe, soon as I get my shit together, I ain't gonna be hanging around these cats no more. You know, like they somebody. You know? And you know what's even iller than that? Some cats respect that. I used to hear this kind of shit in the comedy game a lot. Like, yo, when I get this contract, or when I get this, when I start doing movies, when I get my break or whatever, these cats down here at the local comedy club, I'm gonna act like I don't even know these motherfuckers. And they was dead serious. Like, dude, they didn't start your life. Those not your homeboys. Y'all didn't grow up together. Y'all ain't from around the way. Y'all don't go way back. Y'all don't have no history. Y'all both started off at the comedy club. Open mic, 0 and 0. Start getting little bookings, local bookings around the way. $25, $50, $100. Got up to $300. You was like a superstar in the city. Still in this city. A cat get $300 for a show. He pretty much, you know, one of the big boys in the city. Not a national headliner, needless to say, but that means you worthy of going out of town, getting this money. Carol Chamberlain says, talk about it. I'm going through it right now. Really? Okay. I hear you. Well, we're gonna get deep into it. I know this is a deep situation. It's a hurting thing. You know, this is real trap. It's serious, very, very serious. The beauty I cannot see. Cherry says, I've been a seed planter, help people grow with my money and my time. Now that I'm approaching 50, I'm looking out for self. Okay, it's a little different than what I'm talking about, but okay. I mean, you've already, you know, like you said, you a seed planter. So you planted the seed, gave them the knowledge, maybe even the skills, showed them the way, cleared out some of the cobwebs for them, cleared the path, made sure that they could see their way clearly. Like, listen, I'm gonna even leave the door open for you. You just come in. You know what I mean? I'm a co-sign for you when you get in here. I'm gonna make sure that nobody looks at you like you a stranger. I got you. It's tough when you do that for somebody and they don't do that for you. And it's even more negatively validating when you feared that they would do that shit, and look what happens. You get to wondering about yourself. People tend to second guess themselves. Like, did I speak this into existence? Did I make this happen? Did I make them front on me? You can't make nobody front on you. But at the same time, you may question whether you was hating, because there are people who don't want to see people advance because they are afraid that they'll leave, if they blow up, then, I want to give a shout out to all the little people. The little people. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going down on the Daily Go Get It Business Show tonight, y'all. What you think? What do you think? What you think now? What you feel now? What you know now? To be fake. Like, I know I'm getting away from that word about fake people. They ain't fake, they real. They might be real fucked up. They might be real slimy. They may be real grimy. They may be real deceptive, but they're real. Flesh and bone and hormones, just like everybody else. They just are of a different mindset in a different way. They are of a different way. Their ways are different, just like your ways are different. But your ways may coincide with something that's decent and fulfilling. Meanwhile, their ways are a little bit questionable. Carol Chamberlain says, when they need you, it's a whole different story. Give a ninja a break and they turn their backs on you with the quickness. I mean, that's just a small paragraph, but I feel the pain in that, because you're right. There are some people out here that will get a small check and get brand new on you. But Carol, let me tell you something. That's kind of like, remember when you was little and you had your friends that you played with around the way, and you might have had like a special friend. I don't know if they was your best friend, but when you're younger, your friends mean a whole lot to you. That's who you play with. That's who you scheme with. That's who that's who you share ideas with and stuff like that when you're young. But sometimes some friends would get all brand new when their cousins came around. We used to have this thing around the way, like, oh, you get all new when your cousin came around. I said you get all new when your cousins come around. When you get all new when your cousins come around, and when the cousins leave, then you're trying to be down. Get all new when your cousins came around. Yeah, getting all new when your cousins came around. You don't even come through when your cousins come around. You be acting crazy when you can't be found. When your cousins came through, when they came around, you're acting like everybody around you is a clown. And now when your cousins leave or go home, you want to come around the way you make your presence known. Well, we tired of that bullshit that you do. You want to get some Tommy with a motherfucker? Well, I'm a ruin. All that bullshit you do in the day. I ain't trying to see your face today. And no way. You gotta pay your dues when you're fronting on the guard. Yeah, you know you won't lose. So this is kind of like when somebody get on their feet. It's kind of like when their cousins came around. Nobody comes around when the star starts to drop. Nobody came around when the star starts to drop. Certain celebrities complain about that shit, when they fell off, when the records wasn't selling no more, when the movie deals wasn't coming through no more, the phone stopped ringing. They find that it was more than just the showbiz element that froze up everybody out. That's how it turns out. Yeah. Annette Davis says, Annette Davis #1 says, I know that we're supposed to do things for people out of the kindness of our heart, but damn, when you come up, hook a sister up. Sounds fair to me. One hand washes the other. I mean, because when you help somebody when they're down and out and you're doing it from the heart, it'd be different if you see somebody that has mad talent and you see that they don't know what they're doing and, you know, they on that bullshit. So you decide, okay, I'll manage you because you already seeing stars and dollar signs in your eyes, and you more than likely you looking for a way to get a payday off of them, and you might have started stealing from them as soon as you started getting them gigs. That happens too. But think about that. Think about how many celebrities have fired their original manager after they blew up. So when their manager was getting them gigs on the Chitlin circuit and making sure that they kept their name in the streets and getting them booked at little small clubs or whatever, keeping some money in their pocket and helping them to get it together because they believed in them. Then when they get signed, the execs say, nah, we got a manager for you. We got a manager, big time manager. Go and book you in big time venues. Someone that'll direct your career in the right direction because they know what they're doing. You need to drop off that little Chitlin circuit manager. He don't know what he's doing. I understand that's your uncle. I understand that's your cousin. I understand that's your friend from around the way. I understand that that's your man from back in the day. I understand that's the one who always has something to say. I understand that's the one that introduced you today, but he gotta go. He's not down with the clique, and he gotta get kicked out the whip. It happens a lot. That major contract separates the men from the boys. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'll tell y'all something, man. Something interesting happened today. Oh, but before I get into that, y'all know y'all can call into the show. If y'all want to call into the show and speak on the air live and direct, I invite you to call in. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. It's a Daily Go Getimism show. Y'all know it's totally uncensored. Say whatever you want to say. You want to cuss, you want to curse, you want to swear, you could do it right here. If you want to pull out your hair, I can't see you right there. Express your passion in any form of fashion. Just keep it a little respectful. It ain't gotta be a whole lot respectful. Just keep it a little bit respectful. 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. Or if you would like to introduce yourself, I mean, that you're perfectly within your liberty to do so. It's the Daily Go Getimism show, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share the show and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So we're talking about cutting them off after you get back on your feet. Cutting them off after you get on your feet. I started to tell y'all about something interesting that happened today. By doing this, I come across people, all kinds of people, whatever. Sometimes I get in debates with people almost every day. For some reason, some of the things that I post really get some people's goats, or they just really want to get some clarity on it, or they have misread or misconstrued what the message of what a post was. So I was going back and forth with this guy, and he was trying to discredit something that I wrote on the post. It was in a group, and anyway, so we going back and forth, and it's like, one thing I noticed about going back and forth on social media, a lot of times it feels like somebody is just really trying to be right. A lot of times they may agree with your point of view, or you may agree with theirs, and you may acknowledge that, but they're not really looking for that. They're looking for a way to separate themselves, because some people have a grandiose sense of self when they get on social media. So anyway, my first instinct is to try to find some common ground with somebody, because I'm like, I get accused of all kinds of crazy things, and then after we work it out, there have been times when it was like, yo, I see what you're saying, man. Nah, it's all good and all of that. And I like when things end amicably. But this guy, he said, first of all, he said he was younger than me. First, he asked how old I was. And I thought he was trying to son me. But turns out I was older than him by maybe 17 or 18 years. I said, oh, okay. I sure you're my young boy. So now, he tried to kick it like he my old. I mean, like I'm out of touch and didn't know what I was talking about. But I'm like, I presented my case. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he said that he had a podcast. He had all of these accolades that he threw out there. Because cats know, when you going back and forth with a person, you will probably go to their page and let me see what this motherfucker look like. And let me see what he be posting. So, the way I have my shit set up, if you're not my friend, all you're going to see is my public posts. And my public posts are just the show posts. I don't post anything good publicly anymore. Like, you ain't down with this crew. Yeah, like, nah. So he said he had a podcast. So after we went back and forth a little bit more, I said, listen, man, we're not really getting nowhere with that. But listen, you said you had a podcast. Yo, shoot me the link to the podcast. I want to see what you're working with. I told him just like that. And I want to check you out. Give some support. I want to see what you're doing. That post stopped short. I've been looking for him to respond to that all day. He was quick with it. He was quick with the post back and forth all day. I put that shit up. That motherfucker said, nothing. I started to go, I'm an asshole. I started to fuck with him and be like, yo, my dude, where you at? Oh, hold up. Oh, no. Nah, I thought, my the time on my notifications was messed up. I thought he came back through. This is what I said to him. I said, anyway, this is going nowhere. What's the name of your podcast and where can I see or hear it? I want to see what you're working with. Crickets. That shit. He said, nah, dude. I guess he said, nah, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason I'm telling y'all about that because I thought it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to see how cats really are. Now, he probably thought, like, oh, he just want to match his podcast up against mine. First of all, I don't do a podcast. For those of y'all who don't know, a podcast is a pre-recorded show. It's a pre-recorded show. This is a broadcast. This is live. You can chat live. You can call in live. You're looking at me live in real time. A podcast, this can become a podcast after it's recorded and uploaded. That's when it's a podcast. This is not a podcast right now. Right now, this is a live broadcast. So a podcast is a lot of times when you see a podcast, it's scripted because they can chop it up, they can edit it, they can make it look like what they want it to look like. This is raw. Everything you see in here is real, including me. Look, ow, ow, ow. What is wrong with you? I'm just saying. I had to show them it's real. Okay. So, getting back to the topic. Cutting them off after you get back on your feet. What would make let's visit a scenario where maybe we could look at this thing a little bit more objectively. Perhaps when you were down and out and messed up, perhaps the people that you were messing around with were all criminals. They were thieves. They were prostitutes. They were drug addicts and drug dealers. And they were really just not decent people. Maybe they were straight haters, but they showed you love. But they were haters. Maybe they even hated on you while they supplied you. It happens. Y'all know that happens. Some people just help you out so they can talk shit about you. Oh, yeah, well, you wouldn't have had this and that without me. You know, I paid for all of this. Yeah. When you go to bed, I know you pray for me. You better thank God for me. Yeah. That happens. And what if you were dealing with those types of people? What if every waking moment during the time that you were down, you prayed and schemed and planned to get away from there? What if that was the situation? Some people have that going on with their family. Some people come from abusive families, whether it's physically abusive or mentally and emotionally abusive. And they say, as soon as I get 18, I hope I can stick it out till I'm 18. I might leave this place before then. But you can best believe as soon as I graduate high school, I'm out of this motherfucker. And they leave their family. You know, sometimes they patch things up or whatever. And sometimes they leave it the way it is, like we was talking about last night. Bad blood. But what if that was the case? What if you had the type of parents that provided for you financially and everything like that, but they didn't show you no love. They didn't show you any affection. They never really showed you any support. Never told you that you were worthy. Never told you that you were important. Never told you that you were smart. Never told you that you were decent. Never told you that they were proud of you. Never called you pretty or handsome, good looking, attractive, desirable. Nothing. They gave you nothing. Maybe all they did was harp on all of your inequities and your bad points. Maybe they never ever had anything good to say about you or to you. Yelled and screamed at you constantly. Labeled you as a fuck up. All you do is fuck up. All you do is you and blah, 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 blah. Well, what about when you got on your feet then? Would you be wrong? Would you be wrong to leave that situation? If you was in a Cinderella situation, yeah, Cinderella. Not Spinderella. Spinderella's not a fella. She's a girl DJ. No, not that. I'm talking about Cinderella. All your evil stepsisters was on your top constantly. All they did was this. All they ever did was diss you, malign you, insult you, put you down, hate on you, make life hard for you, hurt you, humiliated you, embarrassed you. When you get your shit together, would you be wrong to be like, yo, fuck all of y'all? Peace, fuck y'all. Peace, fuck y'all. Peace, fuck y'all. Peace, fuck y'all. Is that wrong? You know, there's always two sides of a story, at least two sides. But what if it was a situation like that? Does that make a difference? I need to know. Carol Chamberlain. Okay, wait. Ansel Jones says, I'm glad you're in a position now. Now help people like they helped you. Sounds good. Robbie Ming says, once people get on their feet, they get amnesia. Some people really do. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? Bye. Good to see me some you. Ansel Jones says, you made it to the next round of boxing. Now you got to hold your own. All right. And then David says, I allow people to stay with me because they had nowhere to stay, practically rent free. Then you get your place and move out while I'm at work, and I don't even get an invite to the new. What? Let me ask you, did they leave owing you any money? You said practically rent free. You know how some people can't even pay practically rent free? Like you may tell them something like this, like, listen, you don't have to pay to live here. Just make sure that we have some food in the refrigerator. Feed yourself at the very least. Or if they come with kids, because some people come with kids, make sure that your kids are taken care of. Make sure that they ain't hungry and all of that. And everything will be all right. Go ahead and stack your cash. And some people won't even do that. Yeah. But you could put some people with the lowest rent possible. And somehow they'll find a way to not be able to pay it. But they'll come around with a new pair of sneakers, though. A new outfit. A brand new coat. A new skull cap. Look, you got a Space Invaders hat from 1981. Where you get that Space Invaders hat from? You know how much them shits cost? Oh, this motherfucker come around here with a new Space Invaders hat. He owe me $10. He owe me $10 and he run around here with a new Space Invaders hat. Y'all remember the old Space Invaders hat? Y'all remember that? 1981, baby. 1981, baby. Space Invaders hat. YS Book says, I think the manager thing is different. Level up. The semi-manager may not be able to get you to the next level. Yeah, but the thing is, he got you to this level. And it's not always the client that wants you to get rid of your manager. Sometimes it's your new people that you're around who want to take control of your career. And, you know, they say, nah, forget your small change manager, but your small change manager got you here. This meeting is because of my small change manager. So I think it's only right that your small change manager should be able to have some role, even if he's not going to be your manager contractually anymore. He should be able to have some type of role where he gets a cut of what you're doing. Find a job for him. Maybe he can't be your manager anymore, but he can be your road manager. You going on tour, ain't you? You going on tour? He can be your road manager. Anybody can have a road manager. You ain't even got to have a tour bus to have a road manager. Wherever you go, even if you're going on different movie sets or whatever, with your road manager, make sure that everything is taken care of for you. He arranges to have all of your little, he go out and get your weed, your coke, your liquor. Make sure your pillows are fluffed. You understand what I'm saying? Go pay for your pussy, whatever the case may be. He deserves a job. You see what New Edition did? Now their uncle definitely had shortcomings as a manager, but he got them on Streetwise Records. Then they got the big manager, and they stole everything from him. So you hit the big time, but you still ain't get paid. Look how long it took him to get paid. Bobby Brown didn't get paid till he left New Edition. BBD ain't get paid till they left New Edition. Ralph left the bull, the fake New Edition member, the one with the real singing voice, Johnny Gill. They all, once they got their solo careers, then they finally got real checks. Somewhere somebody along the way got shitted on. And that's not the only example. I mean, we when it comes to showbiz, there are plenty of examples that can be used, to illustrate how, all right, you got your shit, then okay. So yeah, you got to remember the people that got you there. Just because you level up doesn't mean that you can't bring your crew with you, because the new people that you're leveling up with, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. Y'all remember this meme on Facebook? Do y'all remember this meme on Facebook? It was talking about Dr. Dre. When he got his Beats contract, and everybody was saying that he was a billionaire. He wasn't, but he was close. 700-800 mil. It was close enough, right? Okay. But everybody was saying that he was a billionaire. And I remember this meme. They had the original NWA on one half, and they said your old friends. And then they had all of these white cats in suits and execs, looking like that. I don't know who they were. And they said, basically like, leave your old friends behind. These are your new friends. And I'm looking at this shit like, look at this bullshit. Leave your black friends behind. The ones that got you. Like, there is no Dr. Dre without no NWA. Who the fuck was Dr. Dre? He was doing songs with the what was that group? They sang before I turn off the light, let's get one thing understood. What was his name? Something. Anyway, it was a whack ass little wannabe singing group. And that was Miss LA singing. Yeah. Then Eazy-E come along. He's like, yo, I got a couple of dollars. Anyway, the bottom line was, I thought that the meme was misleading. His old friends, they making money too. Ice Cube was in that group. Ice Cube has been very successful in show business. But if it wasn't for that group, there would be no Beats by Dr. Dre. There would have been no Chronic album. There would have been no Dog Pound or Snoop Dogg. There would have been no Aftermath, Shady Aftermath record. None of that. There would have been none of that. So I'm thinking that that's part of the problem. People co-signing, fronting on people when they get a couple of dollars. They co-signing that bullshit. But that's where some people's heads are. I believe in loyalty, not blind loyalty, but I believe in making sure that the people who brought you up get taken care of. Don't get shitted on, don't become invisible and insignificant after you get a couple of dollars. You probably ain't even made it yet. I'm just saying. Ansel Jones says you get that a lot when people was popular overseas, then their friends leave the country. Sunset. Interesting. The Beauty Yakanasi Cherry says you never blessed by the people you blessed. You're never blessed by the people that you blessed. It's always somebody new, but that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know about that. You're never blessed by the people that you blessed. I don't know. I know cats that came back and represented when they really didn't have to or wasn't expected to, but they came back like, yo. Sometimes it's not even about money. Sometimes people come back and give you the good word. You ever forget what you did for somebody because you didn't even know you were doing it? And, somebody come back to you and be like, yo, man, you inspired me so much. Or you did this for me. You gave me, that's why I used to call you all the time. Or I used to come around you all the time because you used to give me blah, 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 blah. And you thought y'all was just hanging out, just doing whatever. But you didn't really realize the impact that you had on this person's life. And they come back and they tell you, like, yo, I'm telling you, every day I thank God for the times that we spent together. Yo, you was something else, man. I just wanted to tell you that I really, really appreciated you. You may have done that with one of your neighbors. One of your neighbors, the old lady that used to just look out for you, give you the good word, or gave you something or whatever around the way. She was just looking out for you. She did that with a lot of kids, but she didn't realize the impact that you had on her. You went, when you come back around the way, like, yo, Miss Johnson still living around here? Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. You go over there and knock on Miss Johnson's door. You know what I mean? Like, Miss Johnson, you know what I mean? You remember me? Like, oh my God. Yeah, baby, I remember. Let me hug your neck. Be like, Miss Johnson, you don't understand. Like when I was little, I used to love you so much. I used to talk about you all the time to my mom and all of that. You know what I mean? The stuff that you used to do, blah, 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 blah. It's real shit. So it's not always about money, but you acknowledge what somebody did for you, what they meant to you, for you. That don't cost you nothing. Yeah, some people are going to have their hand out when if you hit it big, every celebrity come up with a bunch of distant cousins when they get that money, or every lottery winner, like, oh yeah, that's my cuz. My cuz just hit the number. My cuz just hit the number. Yo cuz, 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 yo cuz. You know how it go. But And then David says, off topic, but we're screwed. Supreme Court Justice RBG died today. We're not screwed. I mean, rest in peace, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Think it won't. Robbie May says she just received a virtual award last night. Yo, it's crazy. Okay. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? It's good to see me, some you. And Bunny Roberts. What's going on, Bunny Roberts? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. She said, yep, my child's father did that. Damn. I wonder what example that you're talking about. Which one he did. Oh, wait. Did your child's father come through and thank you for... I hope it's on the good side. Like your child's father came through. I hope your child's father came through and thanked you for being a good mother. Thank you for being a good woman to him. Thank you for standing by him when, you know, shit, when he might have been fucking. I hope that's what you're talking about. I hope it's not the other thing that goes along with the title. Like soon as he got right, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I moved out in the middle of the night, left you and the baby by themselves and shit. Got me a little white girl and shit like that. You know, she gonna hold me down. Got a little white thing. A little snow bunny. Got me a little snow bunny. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take care of my child though. Yeah, you was all right when we was in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was there. You wasn't all the way there, but you was there. But I ain't got no time for your chicken head ass no more. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. I hope that's not what you're talking about. And I'm not assuming that you lived in the projects or any of that. I was just making an example. I hope that it was on a positive side. Let me know, Bunny Roberts. Let me know. Carol Chamberlain says, they see the new you, don't know where you came from, and don't want them to either. World-class wrecking crew. Yeah. World-class wrecking crew. They one-hit wonder shit. They had a one hit in 1988. And that song wasn't even dope. Whack-ass song. Whack-ass group. Looking like a bunch of Jerry curl wearing. They look like some low budget film porno stars that decided to make a record. But before blah, 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 you have to turn off the lights. Before I turn off the lights, let's get one thing understood. Good looking out of that. Carol Chambers says 45 has already started the vetting process for a new appointee. It's going full speed ahead now. Donald Trump impresses me as the type that will front on somebody after he made it big. Look at the way he treats people when they leave him. Oh, I was never a fan. I never seen nobody big up people so hard when everything is all good. And as soon as they leave, I was never a fan. I was never a fan. What you mean never? You appointed them. Everybody in your crew has nothing decent to say about you when they leave. Nothing. They all wrong because all of their stories seem to be consistent with each other. What they do? They all got together and they decided that's how they were going to paint the picture of you. I don't think so. He definitely impresses me as the type that would shit on motherfuckers after he got lodged. After he got lost, son. You know what I'm saying? But when you're on the receiving end of somebody getting new on you, I don't know. That's just going to be something that really hurts your feelings. And it's funny how we may present it as if we're angry that they did that, but I think deep down inside we're really hurt. It's really the hurt that we're feeling like, damn, it's like that. It's like that, homie. You gonna do me like that? We getting it down like that? But like I said, what about that situation? What about the situations where the people who were holding it down for you were not good people? Is there any way for this to be okay? Even if we're talking about the showbiz example, maybe the manager that was presenting you and getting you to the big time, maybe he was robbing you the whole time. Maybe he was keeping you on drugs so you couldn't really be without him. Maybe he was pimping you, basically, like making you dependent upon him. So if no matter how far you went, you could only go but so far because he had sort of like his hand up your back, pulling the puppet strings. You was a dummy for him. His hand right up your back. And he decides when you talk. You know, that thing, you know, puppet. Are you wrong? Are you wrong to get away from somebody like that when you get on your feet? Maybe you go to rehab, and after you get yeah, I mean, when you think about it, look at drug addicts. When you a drug addict, you hang around drug addicts. When you go to rehab, you can't be hanging around them drug addicts no more. You're going to be getting high again. Are you fronting on the people that helped you out? You know, on the 1st and 15th, 1st and the 3rd, you know, they helped you out. They made sure that you could get high when you wasn't getting a check, or if you wasn't getting a check. Even though y'all were ruining y'all lives, but they were there. They were ruining their lives with you and helping you. You go to rehab now, you know what I mean? You act like you don't know nobody. Well, you know, if you don't want to go get yourself clean, I can't hang around you no more. Like, okay, I see what it is. I see what it is. Don't come around me if you ever start getting high again. Now you got motherfuckers hoping you start getting high again. TK right says, how are they not good people if they were holding us down in the true sense? Well, like I was saying earlier, like they may have been holding you down, but they may have been hating on you while they was holding you down. You know, they may have been giving you a place to stay, but they may have been talking much shit about you while they were giving you a place to stay. They may have been doing for you, but they had something to say to everybody about how they're doing for you. So they holding you down and putting you down at the same time. When you get back on your feet, do you need to pay homage to them? Do you need to stick around them? That ain't cool. They definitely wasn't doing what they was doing from the heart. Or if that was from the heart, we might want to get a transplant. We need a better heart up in this bitch. What you think? What do you think? Carol Chamberlain says, I think that happens a lot in show business. It does. It does. But is it right? Is it right? People get left behind in show business all the time. But y'all ain't got to worry. I already got a plan. When I blow up, I'm taking all my go-getters right with me. Everybody who come on this show every day, y'all coming right with me. Like, nope. I already got my studio audience ready. I'm dead serious too. Like, yo. And be like, but okay. They gotta sit in the crowd. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they gotta get shouted out. We can't. Hey, look, man, look. We did this thing from the muscle for years. And we'll do it again. But this is how it's gotta be. I don't shit on mine. No fucking way. I wasn't raised that way. And it's funny because I didn't really realize I wasn't raised that way, because there was times when I was little, I used to get a little flip at the mouth and I used to forget certain things that people did for me. But until I got reminded. Like, oh yeah, you want to talk all that shit now, but it wasn't like that when I did this with you or did that for you. And that shit hit me immediately like, oh shit. You right. Damn, man, you right. That shit hit different too. You know, the truth hit different when it hits you emotion. Like you like, I ain't gonna be able to get me out. Oh shit. Sideline your ass. Yeah. TK Wright says, hold on. Ansel Jones says, soul glow backup dances before your hair goes dry. Just let your soul glow. Just let your soul glow. Yeah. TK Wright says, anything else isn't holding you down in a good way. It's more like they had a gun to your back. When you break out, you're not fronting because they were snakes. But that's what I was asking, like, because there may be a tendency to look at this thing just one-sided, like, yo, even though these motherfuckers was doing this, that, and the third, but they still took care of you, how you gonna front on them? Like, yeah, they took care of me, but this shit was like a prison. Like, listen, I'm gonna throw them a couple of dollars, but I gotta get away from these motherfuckers. They toxic. I gotta go. I'm not leaving here because of opportunity. I've already seized my opportunity. I have to get away from them because I need peace. I got a couple of dollars. I got a good situation, but I need peace. I need solace. TK Wright says you should still hit them off even if they talk shit on you. They still put you up and didn't have to. I can't disagree with that. No way. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. So I look forward to being part of the audience. I ain't bullshitting. I'm not bullshit. I'm trying to tell you. Like, so let me get this right. You gonna pay motherfuckers to be in the audience? Yes. A select few. Now, if you didn't come through on a regular basis, like if you dropped off when we was on Facebook, you ain't follow us over to YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. Like, hold on. So you was down on a regular basis when we was on Facebook, and we can't get one appearance on YouTube? Like, what, your phone don't get YouTube? You banned from YouTube? Like, so it's different. It's different. I mean, like, look at Annette. She been following this show. Annette, how many time changes have we had since we started? We started the Daily Go Get Business show October 1st, 2014. Every single fucking day. And we was on 6 o'clock in the morning until 2017. Every single day, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Motherfuckers was getting up like, oh shit. And we wasn't on video. They was getting up, calling on the phone. We was just on Blog Talk. You think I'm gonna forget about that shit? What? That was Annette. That was Robbie Rob. Many of y'all I hadn't even met yet. No, Rob used to call on Wednesday nights for the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Wednesday night, 8:30. Yeah. That was Robbie Rob thing. Stacy Green, Stacy Green, what's going on? Bye. Thanks for coming on through, Miss Green. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on. So yeah, like fuck that. I'm taking my audience with me. Shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Carol Chamberlain says, you ever think that drug addicts are loyal when you can't get high? They get you a way to get high. Yeah. Some people will see you starving and won't give you a piece of bread. Listen, I used to watch crackheads bond with each other all the time. And I used to be like, this is fucking amazing. But they would make sure each other were taken care of. as far as getting high or having a place to stay or whatever. I mean, they was all fucked up, prostituting themselves, stealing, and all that kind of shit. Yeah, they were practicing death, but they tried to keep each other alive. They were there for each other, and they were all each other had. You know, these people all came from families that they then already stole from. Then are immediate families where they done lost their kids, DHS, and all of that shit. And it's rough. It's a rough place to be. And then David says, I've never been homeless, knock on wood, but I hope that people who I helped out would be there for me. It's not a tall order. That's not a tall order. That's not too much to expect. It's not. Robbie Ming says, you never forget where you came from, no matter how much money or fame you get. That's what I said. But some people do not look at it that way. Like, soon as I get this money, yo, I'm out. Stacy's talking about some what Kit doing back there. That's right. That's right. No, Entourage. What the fuck all that shit? Straight like that. Straight like that. And that says, there's been so many time changes I can't count. Yeah. Every time I got a new job, I had to, like, all right. So from 2014 to 2017, straight 6 a.m. Then I was working out in Delaware. So I was like, all right, so we got to change that. We're going to change it to 9 o'clock in the morning. Or was it 9 or 9:30? Yeah, it was 9 o'clock, and we did it to 11:30. Then from 11:30 to, I had to be to work at 1:30, some shit like that. So I would eat and then get up out of here. Then I started working at Villanova. And I had to be at Villanova at 6 o'clock a.m. 6:30. I had to be there at 6:30 a.m. And I got like 3:30, some shit like that. So it was like, all right, so we going to 6 p.m. Yeah, from 9 to 6 p.m. We back in the evening, 6 p.m. Okay, all right, so we did that. I only worked at Villanova for a little while. All right, then I started working at University of Penn. Third shift. But we kept it at 6 o'clock because I would do the show, get a couple of hours of sleep, go to work, wash, rinse, repeat. That's how it was. All right. So Oscar Jones says, I'm a Jay-Z fan since 96. A lot of people he put on didn't blow up. That's not his fault. Yes, it is. It's exactly his fault. Because that motherfucker didn't want nobody to blow up except for him. Don't get it fucked up. Jay is a very, very selfish businessman. He's very shrewd, but he's extremely selfish and he's a little narcissistic. And remember, I don't know if you remember, but in 98, Jay was talking about retiring so he could concentrate on Memphis Bleek's career. How'd that work out? Yeah. What retirement? You know what I mean? But shit, PD Crack, I was doing some stuff for PD Crack in 2006, 2007, beginning of 2007. And PD told me, he was like, Jay don't want nobody to blow up. He be shelving people's projects and shit. Like, all right, your album is done. But it ain't coming out no time soon or ever. There's never been a PD Crack album. How has there never been a PD Crack album? To this day? That was in 2007. He made sure Rihanna blew up, But he made sure that Tierra Marie didn't. Just a coincidence. Let me just put it this way. He definitely wasn't associated with Tierra Marie. Stacey Green says, I've been homeless before, so I know what that's like. I was homeless throughout high school up until I was like 20. I was homeless with a 2-year-old. Can't nobody tell me about surviving. Real shit. Stacey Green says, Lord, I'm on here telling all my business. This is bigger than your business. It's like, that's your story. That's your story. I mean, your story, I mean, you can't go back and rearrange it. Man, even if you don't tell new people your story, it'll come out. It'll come out because whatever you've done, somebody has seen you do it. Whatever you've done, somebody did it with you. Even if they weren't doing it directly with you, they took that ride with you, either by witness or by co-defendant. So I've learned not to be ashamed of my past. What I did. And I did it for a reason, because I was in a certain kind of space at the time. It is what it is. I can't go back and change the shit. And think about it. If you could go back and change anything in your life, you would probably never live life even 5 minutes. Like, oh no, I got to go back and change this 5 minutes. Everybody be stuck like. And then David says, if Aaliyah didn't die, Bay wouldn't be where she is now, in my opinion. Oh, B. I don't know. I like Aaliyah, but Beyonce better than Aaliyah. And I'm not a Beyonce. Listen. Talent is talent. I don't like Beyonce's star power. That shit irks me. All that Beehive shit, all of that grimy shit that she do, and people let her get away with it. I don't like none of that shit. But when people be trying to say that she can't sing, I'm like, give me a fucking break. Come on, don't. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. You know what I mean? That's like saying she can't dance. Like, oh, she can't dance or sing. Like, we've listened to her go a cappella. Like, she can sing. She can sing. She's not the greatest singer, but you can't take that away from her. She ain't like a Diana Ross. Aaliyah was a good artist, but I don't think her voice was as strong as Beyonce's. I just don't. And no, I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm not that. I'm not where most of her fans are. I can't. We're not there. We are overtime. I'm about to get on the out of here. Hold on. Narcille says, Stacey, you're just reminding us that no one is exempt. Word up. Carol Chambers says, I don't think that anyone here is not proud that you made it, sis. Word up. We all got a story to tell. You know what I mean? It's hard to go from being a baby to being a full-grown adult without going through a whole lot of shit. All kinds of crazy shit happens on your way to adulthood. Right. And you think about the roughest years of your life. And normally the roughest years in your life, that's where you'll find your character. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying that in order to be real or in order to be authentic, you have to, suffer. But you have to think about your fortitude that got you out of that suffering, that got you out of that struggle. The resolve that you had to have in order to weather the storm. It's hard. That's what I mean by, that's where you'll find your character. Those were your patient days. Those were the days that you had your resolve. Those were the days that you cried. Those were the days that you had to decide how strong you really were. That's why I say those are the days where you'll find your character, because you'll find out what you can do in a field of adversity. TK Wright says, "You're not alone, Stacy. I've been on here and shared that I was homeless with a toddler and a new baby before. We all had a toddler and was homeless. That's the whole go get him crew. Narsil says, I don't know. I would have a couple of classic albums if I could go back. Shit, you can have a couple of classic albums now. You said, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You can have that shit now. Too often we get into thinking that we got to make it while we're young. Well, I already missed that train, so I'm going to make it when I get old. Fuck it. But I'm going to make it. TK Wright says, you are stronger than whatever you were going through. TK Wright says, Annette, more like Sierra. Okay. Versatile. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, it's called growth, and we all have to grow. It's not always pleasant, but it's worth it in the end. And David says, Omar, do you remember how the Daily Go Getimism group started? Well, didn't I start it? Yeah, I kind of remember. I remember something. Yeah. I remember very well. That shit was crazy because I didn't start the group. Like it was, that shit, that shit was, I remember very well. That shit, a lot of twists and turns. All right, this is what we're going to do. We got to do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 17th. September 18th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box, Nikita White. Happy birthday to you, Nikita. And hold on. This is Gigi, Nana, Sonny, Boy, Jabril, Davis. That is all one word. Gigi, and I hope that's Gigi, because other than that, it would have to be Gege. Gigi, Nana, Sonny Boy, Jabril, Davis. Happy birthday to you, Gigi, Nana, Sonny Boy, Jabril, Davis. And also Lakeisha Johnson, turning 44 years old. Bow, 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 bow. Lakeisha Johnson, happy birthday. And Clara eBay, turning 35 years old today. And Denise Meehan, turning 41 years old today. And Tashwana Solomon, turning 48 years old today. And West Knox Sasha, it's probably Sasha West Knox. Happy birthday to you. And Christina Serrano, turning 40 years old today. And also West Knox Sasha. Happy birthday to both of you. And Pamela K. Oates. Go get a Pamela, Miss Pam K. Oates. And Sardik, last but not least, Sardik Aiken. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious September 18th, anywhere out there in the world. Wait a minute. I got to give a posthumous happy birthday shout out. My next door neighbor, Shari Haskins. This was her birthday. I remember her birthday was September 18th. That was my homie. She passed in 2005, and I miss her crazy. She was a go-getter. She was holding it down for the go-getters back in 2003, 2004, when it wasn't no go-getters. And she used to read poetry at my shows and shit like that. Happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday to you, Shari. You know what I mean? I miss you to death. I really, really do. And like I said, shout out to everybody who was born on this glorious September 18th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, to do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, check it out, dig me, feel me on this, yo, you listening? Hey, yo, I said, hey, yo.